First of all, you need to understand what makes you procrastinate the most. This way, we can procrastinate in a productive way. Let me explain. Scrolling on Instagram or on the YouTube Shorts are the main events, main activities I do while procrastinating. And it's not limited to that. I scroll on my emails, I text to my friends, I do all type of things. But thankfully, I also sketch sometimes to procrastinate. So this gives me the question, is it possible to procrastinate in a productive way? What? And in my opinion, the answer is yes, it is possible. I read several books and I watched many YouTube videos about how not to procrastinate and how to be more productive. By the way, I'm sorry for overusing the word procrastination.
Procrastination.
But it's kind of amazing that there's even a word for this, procrastination. Anyway, so I watched many YouTube videos and I read many books. And I cannot say that they are useless. There are some tips and tricks that can help you with overcoming for some short period of time of procrastination. Or sometimes remembering those things can help really. But still, it is unavoidable to procrastinate. Recently, I even sent an email about this to you. If you ever downloaded any of my free products or if you're enrolled in any of my courses, basically you are on my email list. So procrastination is unavoidable, at least for me. That's why I decided to use it for my benefit. As I said at the beginning of the video, you need to understand what makes you procrastinate the most. For example, for me, writing a YouTube video script because it is boring, or opening a Blender project. I know I love Blender and I promote it all the time and I love it, but still I procrastinate sometimes because I know it will take time. It's not like 30 seconds something to do, you will spend time on it, so it becomes like a big task on your mind and I just procrastinate. Or sometimes the freelance client works. There's an accountability there, so I have to deliver on the deadlines, which helps to overcome procrastinating sometimes. But still, I do it because I know that I will get a feedback and it is unknown. I don't know if the client will like this design proposals or if they will give a negative feedback, what type of changes I will need to do. This unknownness kind of lead for me to procrastination sometimes. If you're a client of mine and watching this video, don't worry, the project is under control, as you probably know. So what is the easiest thing I can do as a productive thing? Well, it is sketching. I've been sketching cars for a long time, so it is kind of a natural thing to do for me. It doesn't mean that whatever I sketch is very good. Sometimes I miss the proportions, I do wrong perspective. Sometimes the car is just super ugly and I don't even want to look at it myself. And I'm serious about it. Sometimes the sketches really suck. But still, it is something easy and fun thing to do for me. But I'm not talking about the freelance client projects or something I'm doing for sharing on social media, because then you start to think you need to be more creative, you need to focus on it more, and it is not that easy, or it becomes a work basically. But just sketching on my free time randomly without thinking, it's super simple. It's like eating an ice cream. This is not a diet advice. And while sketching, I can come up with different ideas. Actually, this YouTube video came to my mind while sketching. It's like, sometimes when you are taking shower or when you go for a walk, you can come up with different ideas because your subconsciously mind is working behind the scenes on the ideas or the problems that you couldn't solve. For me, sketching also works in the similar way. When I'm not thinking about anything, like, again, when it's not a work or something. So this video you are watching right now came up while sketch procrastinating. Or sometimes these free sketches can lead into a portfolio project that I can develop later for my portfolio or the social media. Or sometimes some sketches can even inspire my ongoing professional or personal projects as well. But again, the key here is not to start thinking at the beginning like, oh, okay, I'm going to sit and sketch for this project or I'm going to sketch for a purpose. Then it becomes a work, basically, and you maybe procrastinate it. That's not the goal. Here I'm talking about pure, real, honest procrastination. Just sketch for sketching, without any end goal in mind. It is very important. So the long story short, I try to sketch cars rather than scrolling on Instagram to procrastinate like a professional designer. And it doesn't have to be sketching cars, You can also scroll on Pinterest just to feed your visual database to get inspiration, check some other designs or designers, instead of randomly scrolling on Instagram for the fun videos. Or even if this is not something you would like to do, you can watch some educational and inspiring videos. I do this a lot, and as I see you are doing it too. By the way, if you are new to the channel, you can subscribe for more car design content. So the hardest part, really, honestly, the most difficult thing is getting out of this scrolling loop, like putting this phone down and starting whatever else it is to do. It can be the work itself, or it can be productive procrastination, but only this moment that you can really stop scrolling, stop this running away from real life moment. And once you do that, the rest is definitely easier. Good luck with that, and I will see you in the next video.